Hello, my friends. It's Margot, and I hope that all is well with you. I was looking at my desk when I got back from Portland. I was up in the Portland area visiting my mom. And anyway, I came back and I was looking at my desk and I was like, man, I have piles, just piles of stuff everywhere, just piles. And one thing that I was really focused on was this pile of painted coffee filters that I've got. And I thought, you know what? I think it would be fun to make some stuff with these coffee filters with all of you. That way, instead of having a pile of coffee filters, we can have a pile of envelopes and pockets. So the pile's still going to be there. It's just going to change a little bit, and that's fine. So I have made these, I think in a video, like, I don't know, a couple weeks ago. I'm still going to show you a quick little tutorial on what I do to make these. It's nothing groundbreaking. I feel like we've seen this maybe on other channels, but I do have my own little flair that I put on it that you might be interested in. So I'm going to show you how I make these and turn those into envelopes. So I was feeling like fish themed. You guys know I have tropical fish, and it's summer, so of course I'm going to have to bring out all the neons, all the summer colors, all the vibes. Here, can you see? Am I in frame? Yeah. So I just started making all these different little envelopes. Look, you can put stuff in here. Friggin' look, so cute. And then look at this one. This is actually a little side pocket, and it's got like 4 little dividers with how I folded it. So you, like here, where's my journal? You can put this in the corner of, whoops, don't tear it, Margot. Good Lord. Like, are you serious? How cute is that? Look, you could go here, you could go here, and the fish could be like swimming up to the surface. Isn't that fun? And then if you're not into like the whole tropical fish vibe, there's other things you can do too. Like this is a different color palette, more of like the Easter egg kind of pastel colors. Like this is totally going to clash. Well, maybe not. No, that does clash. But here's like a double decker pocket that I made with kind of the whimsy bugs that I did in another video. I did show you guys how to make these. So fun. Here's like a little video or a little tiny envelope. So yeah, I want to show you guys how I make these and get that pile of coffee filters a little more under control. So let's craft together, shall we? So I'm just going to show you guys how I do this really fast because I have done this in another video. Are we center? Yes, we are. These are just regular coffee filters. I get them on Amazon. I use coffee filters all day, every day, because many of you know I make coffee paper professionally, if you can say that. I'm a professional coffee paper maker, and I do have quite a few new packs up in the shop, so I will link those below. I always feel weird about doing promo for my own shops. Like, I'm totally good recommending products from other brands, and then when it comes to my own stuff, for some reason I freeze up. Like, I don't know. I don't know. I need to get better at that, but I do have new stuff up in the store. So these are those fantastic watercolors that I showed, was it last week? And look, you can tell I have been using these. Like, I love this set. These are the Fumui ones, and they are just the best thing ever. And now some of you did recommend, let me just get them a little wet, another brand, and I want to say it started with a K, and I can't think of what it is right off the top of my head. But I have them coming. I have a set of those watercolors coming. It was so funny because when I did that video on these specific watercolors, a lot of you guys were like, try that brand, try that brand. And I'll put it down below. Like, I can't think of the name. It's like Curata or something like that. And funny enough, this is so cool. Journal Say, which is this company, and they make tons of like junk journal supplies, art journal supplies. They actually reached out to me. I have not had a brand reach out to me before. And they were super cool, super chill. And they were like, hey, do you want to pick out some stuff to play with and feature on your channel? And they even right from the get-go were like, just be honest. Like, just be yourself, just be honest. Because the last thing I ever want to do is like take product and be like, oh my God, I love it so much, when I really don't. So they totally understood the assignment. And I picked out a bunch of stuff, and one of the things I picked out, like I didn't even know they were selling it on their site, was those watercolors. So they're on the way. I am so excited to give those a try. And how funny, because you guys were literally just telling me about those, and there they were. So we will do like a comparison video to see if they are in fact exactly the same as these. I think they had a little bit of a different color palette to them. Like this is more super saturated, almost neon. So yeah, that'll be totally fun. Okay, so what I'm doing is you just lay your coffee filter flat. See, I was chit chat, not even telling you guys what I'm doing. Lay it flat. I like to use old bubble wrap from Mailers, and you can see I've used this one a bunch. There's a bunch of paint on it. And I actually like that because when you get the coffee filter wet, sometimes that paint will peel up and you get even more of like a speckled kind of deckled effect on your filters. It's just kind of fun. And then the other thing too, I don't know if you can see, is when this dries, you'll have these lines and the little bubbles will show up in the coffee filter as almost like an extra texture, like another pattern. And lately I've been just all about the purple and the green. I don't know what is going on. You guys know I'm a pink and blue girl, and I will be a pink and blue girl till the day I die. Believe me. But I'm just really feeling this lime green and purple combination. I don't know. It's giving McDonald's Happy Meal. It's giving Y2K nostalgia, like decor. Because I just know I had a phone that looked almost exactly like this. Okay, so that's what we do for the coffee filters. You're just gonna go set this off to dry. Takes about, well, like 30 minutes or so. So not too long. So once you do that, you move your water out of the way so you don't knock it on your lap like I did the other day. And so then they're all dry, right? Wait, don't look at that one. Whoa. Magically, they are all dry. So these ones are different from the ones that I have here on the bottom because these I've actually gone through and stenciled. So I guess you could say that this is the next step. So they turn out like this, right? Once you do the watercolor process. Look at all these colors. Look how fun these are. The black, ooh, for Halloween. Yes, love that. So once they look like this, you're gonna use your stencil and create really pretty patterns on them. Can you see my in frame? Yeah. Look at this is the animal print, pink and blue. So let's do a few of those. And I'm gonna bring out some old coffee paper so I don't get my desk dirty, dirtier than it already is. Let's use this for my paper, for the paint. Now, which color should we use first? Let's use, let's do the purple and the pink. These are a few of my favorite stencils. Oh, by the way, Journal Say had a big pack of these stencils with, I think, some patterns I haven't seen before. I think a few I might have already had, like I already own, but I was really excited to see that they had a new stencil pack because you guys know I use these like every single day of my life. So the animal print one is absolute fire. Now, because this is kind of a jewel tone, darker background, let's play with orange and yellow. These are the paints that I use like all the time. I will link these below. If I don't, you can just yell at me in the comments and I will go do it. Because sometimes your girl forgets. Sometimes I forget. The joys of ADHD. Okay, let's do that. And then I'm going to use, this is just like a little potter's sponge I found on Amazon. Super cheap. And then go in. Ooh, that is a sexy orange. Set against the purple. Ooh. Like that. Look how cute. Oh, are you serious? The yellow down here? Yes. So cute. Stenciling is like the most rewarding thing. Honestly, this whole project today is the most rewarding thing. If you are having a bad day or if you're having like a bad week or a bad life, please go get some coffee filters and some watercolor and paint and make these, because there is no way that you will stay in a bad mood once you do this. Like, this is just dopamine journaling at its finest. Like, look, that's so pretty. As I fold it over and ruin it, look. Oh, that's so cute. Let's do another. Let's do another. Let's do, shall we tone it down? No, no. Let's do this one, and let's put some hot pink on it. Do I have enough hot pink? I sure do. Let's chill out and just use one shade, because normally I use 2 shades of paint. Let's use bricks, because that's one of my favorites. And this sponge is dirty. I need to wash that, but okay. But seriously, if you are kind of cranky, if you have PMS or just life sucks right now, go make these. Please just go make these. I almost guarantee that it will make you feel 150% better. Look, that pink on the blue. Hold on. Super cute. Super cute. Get some more. I need to find some more neon paints that come in like bigger sizes. These are great for little projects, but then it turns out I use them all the time and they're running out a little bit faster than I anticipated. Let's get over here. So I'm going to have to spend some time doing some research and find a good affordable brand. Oh, that's so cute. Look. Ooh, is she pretty? Of neon paints that'll last a little bit longer, but I do love this brand. Look at that. It's very gloomy outside today, so maybe these colors aren't popping as much as they should because there's no sun today. Let's do one more. Let's do this one, which I actually kind of folded already. I was experimenting with something. I'm going to do pink again because do I even need to explain? And let's do, which one should we do? Let's do paint splatters. Yeah. Paint splatter, bloop. Now this one can be a little bit testy. You've got to really hold it down because if it pulls up at all, the paint splatters don't look like paint splatters. They just look like smooges, big smudges. Cute, so cute, so cute. Let's do it again. Like this. This is the most rewarding thing, to just lift that stencil up and see what you did. Oh, so cute. Okay, let's put some in the middle, just a little bit. Just a little bit. Being careful about that. Dude, I didn't even get it in the middle. Margot, come on. What am I even doing? What am I even doing? There, that should do it. That should do it. Yes. Oh, I love that. I love this color combo. That is so pretty. Okay, let's let this baby dry. Put this off to the side. Let me wipe my hands because I made quite the mess. I'm going to try not to get this paint all over my new pants. Got some new pants because apparently if you wear leggings, the same pair of leggings for like 5 years, they actually do wear out. So I had no choice. I had to get a new updated modern style of leggings, which are really just wide leg pants, but they still call them leggings for some reason. Okay, had some tea. Next part is really fun. So once your coffee filters have totally dried and you've done the stenciling, this is where you get to play around with folding. Let's start with this style. The just simple pocket, like the simple little sleeve. I feel like this is nothing groundbreaking. So many people have done this in the junk journaling community. And I love that because this is such a fun thing. So you want to fold it in half so it looks like a taco. And then you're going to fold it again. Pretty simple. Here, am I in camera? Yeah, okay. Suppose I could zoom in for you. Here, should I? Let's do that. Look, wow. So that's what you do, just 2 simple folds. And then I like to use this glue to get this side secure here. See, I'm not used to doing this zoomed in. I'm afraid I'm gonna go off frame, but I will try. Hi, Mo, can you sit down? Hi, Mo. Can you sit down and not eat things? Yeah. Just a thin little line of glue there, like that. And then you want to just fold it over. See how simple this is, you guys? It's such a simple, fun, easy project. That's why it makes me so happy. Look, like that. And then we're just going to let that baby dry. So that's how you do this first style of pocket. Now let's do, let's do this one. Let's do a double decker. So we're going to fold it again. Hey, I actually just threw your sheep for you. Thank you for laying down. So we fold it in half like a taco. And then rather than going all the way over to this corner like we did, we're just going to go, let's do like almost halfway. Like this. Okay? So see, you've got almost like that scalloped kind of effect. So you get 2 little sleeves here, 1, 2, and then 2 in the back. Well, really 3 if you don't secure it all the way down and it sits against the page like that. Isn't that fun? So again, with the glue, we're going to go, I keep looking up at the camera to make sure I'm in the frame. Like this. And this is not the origami channel. Let me tell you, I am not the one to show you how to do like master origami and crazy folds and things like that. That is not my thing. I just do simple, easy things that I think make pretty things. How's that for an explanation? So there you go. And then that'll just sit in the corner and you can tuck things in there. And I'll show you how I like to embellish these in just a second. Okay, now let's get to, I'm going to zoom out a little bit, just a little bit, the envelopes. Now, this hot orange one, how pretty is she? Let's do this. Yeah, let's do a long one. So I kind of do use the lines on my mat here as a guide, just so I'm not like super ski-wodgy. And I'm going to fold down here at the base like this and give it a good press. And then you don't have to do this. I just like to do it. So this is like the inside of the envelope, right? Like here's what it looks like finished. I like to fold it down one more so it's not round like that. So I just usually tuck it in and use the lines to kind of try to get it as straight as I can. If it's not super straight, I don't worry about it. And I like to have my envelope be like, I don't want it to be all the way up. Do you know what I mean? Like a traditional envelope, because when I put like a tag or something in there, I actually want it to show through. So that's why I do that. Now, because this is going to be a longer envelope, I am just going to fold the ends in to about 3 of these squares here. So, you better get this straight. You're on camera. You're on camera. You're supposed to be the expert. Look, okay, that's straight. So there's one. Then we'll go back over here. And let's go like another, is that 3? Yeah, close enough. Like that. Kind of follow it all the way up the line to see if it's straight. And then you can flip it over, give it another good press. You could even roll it with one of your little roller doodads. And then for this, you want to fold it down. Stop moving. Like, see, I've got like sticky paint on my fingers. It's kind of making it hard. Like this. So it covers that flap there, and then make it kind of flat and straight like that. Do you see that? Pretty fun, right? Look at the back. She's cute. Might not be as straight as I want. That's okay. I'm at a weird angle. Okay, so then you want to open it back up. And what I do is just glue the edges here like this. That's right, Mo. He just went for a nice big walk, but he still has energy. I'm like, bro, give me some of that. Give me some of that. I go for a walk, I get exhausted. Okay, so just like that. And then you don't want to glue, obviously, anything further past that point, because then you can't put cute little things inside your envelope. So it's just going to fold over like this. Now, I'm going to put a little bit of glue in here because that's coming up a bit, just a bit, on the sides, like that. Do you see what I mean? That was a terrible job explaining it. Just terrible. Just terrible. Like that. Cool, yeah? Cool, yeah. Okay, we'll set that over to dry. And then let's do, should we do one more? Let's do like a little one. Do we like this one? Yeah. Actually, yeah, that's fine. Same thing. Same thing. Fold it up. Let's make it a little bit bigger. So I'm going to bring it up a bit more, whereas on that last one, remember I just had like kind of that thinner line. I'm still going to fold this over because I like it. Like that. Okay. And then let's bring the sides in even more so it's more of like a boxy, square type envelope. Do you know what I mean? Kind of like the shape of those glassine envelopes I picked up a while back at the thrift store. That's like 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Okay. So like 1, 2, this is going to be ski-wodgy as heck. Yeah, let's do this. So with these, look at me struggle on camera. There, stay down. You could leave it like this if you wanted to, and then just have this be a little area where you tuck tags and you tuck little pieces of paper and stuff like that, right? So you would just glue here. You could fold it all the way down like this to make a little envelope. You know what? Actually, looking at this, I think I am going to keep it like just a little sleeve. I think that's so cute for with what I'm planning on doing with a lot of these. So yeah, let's do that. Let's just glue it down. Actually, you know what? I'm going to wait. I'm going to wait a sec because I want to off camera look at the journal spread I'm working on and then decide what I want to do with this, because I do like this tone, this color tone, and I don't want to screw it up. But you get the idea, right? You get the idea. Let's zoom out. All right. Now, magically, behind the scenes, I have done the next step, so we don't have to sit there and wait for the glue to dry. Here are a few of the halfway finished ones I have created. I think my favorite is this one with this checkered pattern. And all I do to embellish and decorate these, you guys, is go over them with, you already know, you already know, the Posca pens, because they're so fun. They are so fun. So like I am doing like a tropical fish themed journal spread coming up. And by the way, side note, tofu containers are incredible for keeping ephemera. That way you don't have to throw them away. Just clean them up. Like, yeah, they're not super aesthetic, but oh my gosh, I love these tofu containers. Okay, I digress. But I am doing a little tropical fish inspired journal spreads. And I'm like, okay, let's take it a step further. Rather than just doing like your traditional blue and green and kind of like coastal beachy theme, no, we're doing summer, like neon summer in the 80s. Hence why you're seeing all the black and the neon and like the glitter. I just love it. It reminds me of a Velcro wallet that I picked up years ago, years and years ago in the summer. And I would just like go walk around on vacation, go get my Slurpees, pull that wallet out. I thought I was so fancy because it was like neon and black. So what I like to do when I am going to embellish these with the pens is put just a piece of paper or cardboard behind it. It prevents it from bleeding through. It prevents it from sticking together because at the end of the day, this is paint. So that's just something I like to do. I think I'm going to give this a scalloped edge. Kind of my go-to border. See, my fingers are sticky. Oh, you don't do that. And if you make a mistake like that, like if the nib isn't behaving itself, you can go back over it once it dries. That's the beauty of these pens. Freaking love these pens. So there's one. Let's do the one behind, like this. Do these a little bit bigger. Actually, that's pretty much the same size. Stop moving. Yeah, sometimes you got to be a little precious with this. Definitely recommend washing your hands if you have gone through like the gluing process and the painting process. And that one at the end here, oh my God, I'm sticky. I just tuck in because obviously you can tell it's not going to be completely flush. Like it's not the same dimension going all the way around because of how we folded it. It is going to come to a smaller point and then get wider as you go. And that's okay. I think that's fine. I mean, there's probably a way that you could cut this and then have it be like its own pocket essentially. I'm just not going to do that. I just want to keep things simple and fun. So we'll let that dry. And then let's actually work with this one. I'll show you what I do with the ephemera. So as you can see, we've got this super cool, almost 90s vibe happening. And I'm thinking with the fish, we haven't, what does she look like here? Oh, she's cute. Here, are we on frame? Yes. Little box fish. Now, I think I have one in black. Do I, or did I use her already? These I just put up on Etsy, by the way. I know some of you were asking about that. Wait a minute, what about the gillfish? And I know it's not a gillfish. I'm just a big fan of Finding Nemo. What is this? Moorish Idol? I always want to say Irish Mortal, but that's not right. That's not the right thing. Okay, I think that's cute. That's a winner, don't you think? To have his little fin kind of coming up. Yes. Yes, yes, yes. Yes, yes, yes. So, that's right, Mo. You can do one or two things. You can use a glue stick. Let's do the glue stick. Or you can use like that little tape stuff that you get for scrapbooking. You know, it comes in the dispenser. I'm just trying to use this one up because it's almost done. Like, look, this thing is on its last leg and I need to get new. Okay. And I got some glue on her eye. Let's try to get it as center as possible. Oh, she's so cute, you guys. Look. Oh, that is so cute. Let me get some of this glue off my hands. Stop it. That's so pretty. And so here's the deal. You guys already know I'm like extra as heck, right? When it comes to everything when I do my journals. With these, I mean, yeah, this isn't exactly simple, but it's kind of tame compared to like some of the stuff I do. You could go in with like glitter and you could put some more dots and colors in there. But I like to leave the extra, like the super duper extra for the journal spread itself. Because even the background just plain, because I've been working on these backgrounds, like that's pretty wild in itself. So when we do this, like put her there, or we could put her here, Put her here. I actually like it there. Do you see what I mean? Like, I don't want to have so much going on with this little side pocket that it's going to pull away from all the focal points of the actual journal spread itself. So that's why I do try to keep these a little more simple. Like this one would be super cute here. This one, actually, you guys are going to laugh. Where did I put those? Oh my gosh. I printed out the funniest little sayings. If I can find them, I'll show you. If not, I'll show you in the thumbnail. I'll post a picture. I made little sayings to put under the fish because I thought they were so fabulous and fancy. And it's like positive affirmations for the fish. Like, fantastic. And then I think I have one that said seriously gorgeous. Like, get it? C instead of serious. Okay, yeah. This is the channel where dad jokes come to die, apparently. Bad humor and dad jokes. Love that for us. So yeah, like here's another, this will look better on this page. Look at this. Isn't that so pretty? Like you could put this in as like part of your signature, depending on what you're doing. But these colors, do you see how it's just kind of a little more simple? I'm not going crazy with all the patterns and the borders. I'm going to reserve that for the background. Like here's the whimsical one. Yeah, just simple like that. You want it to pair. You want it to blend into the overall layout of your journal. I mean, you don't have to. If you want it to get crazy, you can do whatever you want. So yes, my friends. Yes, my friends. So what I'm going to do the rest of the day is just work on making some more of these and decorating them. I'll post some pictures on YouTube. Like there's a little post community section that I just discovered. So I've been sharing some stuff with you guys on there. And of course, I'll put some of the finished ones in the thumbnail. And it's so fun. Please promise me that you will try to do this. Please, please, please do. It's so much fun and it's so rewarding and it's so easy to make. So that's it, guys. Thanks so much for joining me. You know the deal. If you made it to the end, drop a comment, let me know, and I will see you in the next one. Bye.